You feel ugly, you feel used, you feel broken, you feel bruised. Ah, but me, I can see all the beauty underneath.
Yes.
You've been robbed of love and pride, been ignored and pushed aside. Even so, I still know there is beauty underneath.
Yes.
Diamonds never sparkle bright if they aren't set just right. Beauty sometimes goes unseen. We can't all be like Christine.
Okay, cosplay community, time to play a fun little game. What is this? If you guessed makeup, congratulations! You've been living in the human world for a long enough time to have discovered basic grooming. Anyway, now that being said, it's not fair to say that you need to wear makeup every single day of your life for every little occasion. However, in cosplay, makeup is very, very important. Whether it's minimal foundation and eyeliner, like my Utena Tenjo cosplay, or simple foundation, lipstick, and shadow, like this White Mane cosplay here, or an intense full facial makeup complete with makeshift eyeshadow mask under my domino mask, like my Harley Quinn cosplay. Makeup is a staple of any costume, and it can make or break it. Now, as you all know, some very important things about having a good, proper cosplay are things that you can see in this very video. First, a proper wig. I had a white wig for another cosplay, but it was too short to be White Mane, and so I bought a new wig. Cosplaying for your body type. I am covering my stomach. Even though I can wear belly shirts, I am not comfortable showing any more stomach than Jaina Proudmoore's costume shows, so White Mane does not show much stomach. And then having proper props are important. I have none yet, however I am working on a staff, and I am working on White Mane's hat. But an important thing that people tend to really overlook is makeup. Notice I didn't mention contact lenses. Some people have conditions where they can't wear colored lenses, or some people aren't good at putting them in and don't want to risk damage to their eyes, and that's understandable. Unlike a wig or makeup, contacts can seriously mess you up if you do them wrong, so it's more understandable for people not to wear them than for people not to wear a wig or not to do makeup. Now, before you say people are allergic to certain brands of makeup, that's only certain brands. Urban Decay is very hypoallergenic. I once dated a girl who had asthma and was very allergic to most kinds of makeup as well, and yet she was able to use Urban Decay for her cosplays and for her prom. Well, our prom, but that's another story. Anyway, makeup, whether it's specific to the character or just to cover any blemishes or anything, you can't tell because I have makeup on, but at the beginning of my White Mane tutorial that I posted earlier, you will notice that I have a pimple next to my lip right here. I have another one right up here under my nose. And then I have one near my eyebrow right there. And also, I need to get my eyebrows waxed, but you also can't tell that because the foundation has covered them fairly well. It's not a severe issue, but I can see it, so it bothers me. Whether or not you can see it, I don't care. I can see it. But anyway, point is, makeup covers any flaws that the character does not have, but you do. Makeup can enhance your face. Makeup makes the picture better because, honestly, if your skin is greasy, or even it has a natural healthy glow, like most people's skin should if they're eating right, you can catch the camera lighting a little bit weird. Not the camera lighting, the photo shoot lighting, I'm sorry. And especially the fluorescent lighting at the convention center. And, again, makeup helps to tone that down. In fact, especially if you're going to be in the masquerade contest or any other thing where you're on stage. There's a reason that stage makeup looks like freaking clown makeup, and I'm not just talking about, like, I'm not just talking about the Godspell movie or the MC in the one clip I saw from Cabaret, or the Phantom Tench people in Love Never Dies, or hell, the Phantom himself. I'm not talking about that. Even, like, you know how beautiful Kristen Chenoweth, Sarah Brightman, all those people look on stage in musicals when you view them in clips and everything? That's because they have a shit ton of stage makeup on so that you can see their beautiful faces from as far away as you might be. I know you think it's a given that characters like Elphaba and Eric have makeup, but Christine and Glinda have almost as much. Because, again, it enhances your features, it makes them pop a little bit more. Like, without mascara, I look like I'm a fucking zombie. I look dizzy, I look half asleep, I look... But then I put eyeliner on and mascara on, and suddenly I have a more alluring, mysterious look. My thoughts, not necessarily yours. I know I'm not everyone's type. I'm not trying to presume, just trying to give an example. Anyway, all I'm saying is I've seen photos of good cosplayers, and I've seen photos of mediocre cosplayers. And I've seen photos of handbeasts. I don't always like that word because some people do use it just to bash fat cosplayers, but alright. I know I'm going to be shot for this because a lot of you hate that blog, but you shouldn't because it's really not that bad. Weeaboo Stories has a good example of the difference between handbeasts, heavy cosplayers, and cosplayers that are curvy or thin. Now, you'll notice their definition of a handbeast is not a heavy person. No. I was a heavy cosplayer at one point, and though some of mine were terrible, I didn't write some of the times that I did it, and that was because I learned to use makeup. The key to not looking like a handbeast when you cosplay, because there can be skinny handbeasts too. Oh, believe you me, there can be skinny handbeasts. Oh, they're horrible. Alright. To not be a handbeast, practice basic hygiene. Showers, brushing your teeth, deodorant, brush your hair, try to look nice. And then, throw on some makeup for your cosplay. Even if it's only a little bit of foundation and the tiniest touch of brown or light violet eyeliner. Light violet eyeliner isn't as extreme as it sounds. It's actually, especially if you get it from Mary Kay, it's called Amethyst there, and it's a very pale shade. You can barely tell you're wearing eyeliner, but it just makes your eyes look bigger and a bit more intense. And, yeah, makeup to cover blemishes is also part of not being a handbeast, because, let's be real here, despite the fact that a few of you may be saying now, well hey, I don't like wearing makeup in a cosplay, think away from yourself for a second. Think of who you take pictures of at a convention. Are you going to... And let's use the same characters just for shits and gigs, so you're not saying, oh, well, you use Naruto and Black Butler, one is more popular and accepted than the other. Alright. Suppose that you saw... who's a character that can look really unfortunate without makeup? And that anyone can cosplay. If I say Riku, then people are gonna say, oh, you're a fatty hater. Alright. Say you saw Lulu from Final Fantasy. Both women were the same size, both women had beautiful costumes, and both women had perfect wigs, but one woman had pimples and her face looked a little bit greasy, while the other one had clearly brought blotting paper to get rid of the grease, put on a nice thin layer of foundation so it's not caked on, a nice layer of lipstick, and Lulu's trademark light purple eyeshadow, as well as some nice mascara. You would take a picture of the one with the nicer face, wouldn't you? Yes, you would. And you would even do it if she were a bit heavier than the other Lulu, or if she were a man, just because if their costumes are about the same, and their wigs are about the same, and one is slightly prettier, you're going to take a picture of the prettier one because it's more impressive to you. It's how the human brain is wired. There is no reason at all to be upset at yourself about this. It's how things are, and makeup helps it. Anyone can be beautiful. All you need to do is put a little bit of effort into personal hygiene and know how to make yourself really shine. And sometimes you need a little bit of makeup for that, especially in cosplay.